Warning, this product contains extreme nostalgia. Does your job got you down? Is adulting not as fun as you thought it would be? Do you want a way to recapture that happiness from when you were a kid? At Retrostalgia Box, you feel like a kid again. Comics, toys, and video games hand-curated from the past and straight to your door. Unbox happiness at retrostalgiabox.com. Once again, that's retrostalgiabox.com. Yeah! Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentleman, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentleman on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I am your host, Brad Drake, and we're going to do something big here, something super exciting, and something I have been talking about and thinking about for quite a while. We are going to reboot our AWA save, and we are going to do it by using the 10.1 database. So here we go, everybody. We're going to create the game right now while we are live and in action with you. Obviously, this database takes a little while because it's a large database with all the large amounts of broadcasters and everything else that's in there. So we're going to name this one AWA version 2.0. What do you think of that? And we're going to start the game. And of course, this part of it takes a long time, so we'll go ahead and take a look at our spreadsheet for now. This is our original spreadsheet that will be changing for the new mod. And I'm looking forward to this, especially in 10.1 with a lot more realistic stats and everything else. And this original AWA save that we have run for over a year has been an absolute blast. But I am curious to run 10.1 and to see how things go in it. So here we go, and of course the game takes a while as the game world is created, but I wanted to do this live so you could see that nothing had been edited except what was in the existing database. So that's why we're doing things like this. Now we're going to have to take a look when we get going with this save, how we're going to do our television shows and everything else. We're going to keep them the same way, recording 2 weeks in advance. Do we want to record them a month ahead? It's all up to us what we want to do. Or do we want to try to run the save as realistically as possible? So we're going to go with avatars only, obviously. And Vern Gagne is the name of the game here. And we're going to, starting reputation. He's got a very high reputation. And user talents, we're going to apply the template. That one's saved. And we are going to play as Vern Gagne. All right, of course, we're going to play as the owner. So here we go. We're $200,000 in debt. Let's take a look at our roster right off the bat. We have some of our enhancement talents on here. And, of course, the rosters have been updated. So we're going to have the real wrestlers at the time on the roster. Got the Gary DeRusha thing fixed with the Al DeRosha. All the other stuff that was on there, there was a lot of stuff that was mixed up. We've got it cleaned up now. We figured out the contract thing with Jerry Lawler. So we have that fixed. We don't have to keep borrowing him. The appropriate referees are in the game now. Jim Mitchell, also known as the Iron Duke, is in the game. Before they had a picture of somebody that was not Jim Mitchell in there. So we have that fixed. Everything has been updated. So we do have our enhancement talents in the game, the ones that actually existed with the AWA from television from 86 to 87. They're in there. And this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to redoing the save under the updated stats and everything else in there. So you can see we have the appropriate pictures for Rick Gantner. The Texas Hangman actually did not exist at this point, everybody. So we got an updated picture for Sherry Martel. And got some good stuff here, everybody. All right, let's take a look at our titles. The World Light Heavyweight title was actually retired at this point. So we have that reflected properly in the game. The World Tag Team Champions were the Midnight Rockers. World Women's title holder was Sherry Martel. We have, let's take a look at our events here. Yeah, so Championship Wrestling is being recorded once a month in Las Vegas. And then All-Star Wrestling is also being recorded, but it's recorded every other week. So we'll probably adjust that to once a month also. And then here is the actual tour schedule in there. So this is the real tour schedule. So they're using some very big arenas. Be losing money, but that's how it was. So the real tour schedule is in there. And let's check our creative for the heck of it. We got Bockwinkel, Zbyszko, Lawler, Slaughter, Snuka. Let's check out this picture for Leon White. And let's see if they have a younger picture for him in there. That's something I'd like to fix. We'll try going under his real name first. Under Leon. That is the picture. That must be his actual picture then. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the actual picture. So, okay, fair enough. We'll keep that with him. Let's see here. Stables. There's the Playboys. Announcers, the same as what we had before. Already took a look at our events. Contracts are in there. And again, finance, we're in trouble. We're $200,000 in debt. And of course, 10.1 has the relationship with the WWA in there already. We should be in that alliance. Yep, there it is. We are in the alliance with the CWA and World Class, which is pretty cool stuff. So here we are, everybody. We're essentially starting over. And the thing I'm going to look at here is the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the Pavilion show. That's only in there to ensure that the AI is booking television out of the right arena. We are definitely going to have our challenges in this save, and I may treat this like the WWF save, where we try to run it as realistic as possible with the actual rosters used for the shows. But then again, I may not. I haven't made up my mind yet. But here we are. This is what we're looking at. Starting storylines, of course, are the Midnight Rockers and Rose and Summers. And we also have the feud going with Hennig and Bockwinkel over that World Heavyweight Championship. Merchandise is what it is, comprehensive. So we're bringing in some money from merchandise medical. See if there's any starting injuries. There are none. Let's take a quick look around the game world here. And everything's been updated for all the other promotions, everybody. So their product is accurate, and it's under the new adjustment that we made. We went over on another show. So this is really cool. I mean, this is now cutting edge. It's realistic with everything in it, being as updated and as accurate as possible. Of course, we have additional wrestlers in the game, as usual. And just have some really good stuff going here. Who's Anaconda? Oh, obviously an English wrestler. Forgot to put in the USA. So what I will most likely do is go ahead and set up our new spreadsheet and get us going that way. And see, Dawn Marie should be... She should have a contract with the WWF. You know what? Maybe she hasn't... yeah. No, she's not back with the WWF yet in 1987. That's why that's like that. So, Flying Fred Curry. Everybody's in there, everybody. Lots and lots and lots of wrestlers in the 1987 Supermod, as most of you know. There's Reggie Bennett, excellent ladies wrestler. Reggie Parks, added him in the game a while back. Got good stuff here, everybody. All right, so that is going to do it for us for this episode, everybody. We'll probably do another episode where I'll show you how we're going to set up our spreadsheet for this save. And we'll go from there and get things rolling with this save. So we're ready. All right, that's going to do it for us for this one, everybody. For those of you that are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop us a message below. Let us know how you found the channel. What you think of us so far? Check us out on social media, facebook.com/group/1987Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Last but not least, you can also find us over on Discord under 1987 Supermod. Don't forget that you can also find us over on Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Get yourself access to all of our shows early and YouTube ad-free. Not to mention, get yourself access to our spreadsheets, updates of the Supermod, and anything and all things 1987 Supermod. Check it out, everybody. Packages start out at only $5 a month. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.